Hey, welcome back. I have another update here on my dividend investing portfolio. So if you're new to the channel, what I do is every week or so, sometimes once or twice a week, I'm investing a few $100s more into my account, and I'm just documenting my journey as a Canadian dividend investor. I started with basically nothing in the account about 5 months ago, and now I've got the total account up to $11,900, but basically I'm sitting at a stock value of about $11,370. But I'm going to be investing this $500 that we have in cash and bringing up basically my stock value to this, and then adding in more cash and then repeating again next week. But yeah, things are looking okay. We're up about $550 overall. This has been dropping in the last couple of weeks. Lots of things have been going straight down, and that's okay because I'm still up overall and for about 4.8%. But yeah, looking at the dividends right now, about 4.16% for the average yield, and that means I'm earning about $473 per year, or about just under $40 per month. The sectors, again, always heavily invested in utilities, followed by real estate, and then a bunch of other stuff. And you can see here, if you want to just get a better look at the pie chart of the holdings, I'm trying to keep it a little bit even. Some of the bigger ones are over on this side for sure. But yeah, let's jump into the portfolio and take a look at see what's going on in here. So I have it sorted right now to my biggest percentage of my holdings sorted first. So like Fortis and Bell are the biggest positions that I have. And then when you go down here, you get smaller and smaller to ones that are even less than 1% of my portfolio. But I'm looking to pick up some of the stocks that are in the red today, and also a few that are just barely in the green, but also that I think are good buys for me personally. So looking here, Fortis. I don't want to be increasing my percentage holding in this company, but this is pretty good, 3% down on these guys, so I think I will be taking one of them today. And then same thing with Bell. Again, just two solid companies that I'm okay with. Eventually over time, I'm going to be holding a lot more than a few $100s in them. And just while I can pick them up at a discount, I think I'm going to do that anyways. I see another good one in here for Algonquin Power and Utilities. We're down almost 4% from my average price, and definitely want to jump on that one as well with a solid dividend of 4%. And same with Northland Power. Unfortunately, when I was looking at Northland Power, I bought them right at the peak. It was a few videos ago. I bought them here, I think. I felt like adding them to my portfolio. I knew it was something I wanted to do, and then they just tanked afterwards. But that's okay. I only bought a few shares. Like I have 6 in total. And so right now, because they're 7% below my average buy, largely because I bought some there, I'm just going to pick them up, and this is going to drive down my average price on this position. But if we just jump back into the portfolio tab, some other ones that I was looking at here are the ones in the bottom half. So I'm trying to increase my positions in these because they make up a much smaller percentage of my holdings. And so I think I'll add in one to Hydro One just while I'm here as well. And then I saw Loblaw here is red. It's not quite in the bottom half of my portfolio, but it's something like I try to pick it up when it is red. So I think I'll go with that as well. But I was looking at some of these also, like this is really annoying to me. I'm looking at Boralex here. And specifically Innergex. These companies, if you watched some of my videos in the last weeks, these were up crazy high, like 30 or 40% or something. And we can also take a look here at, where is it? Innergex is down here. Remember, I looked at it right when it was up here thinking like, wow, this is, I've already made like 30% or 40%, whatever it was, I can't remember, and was just reflecting on the idea that would be like 30 or 40 years worth of dividends in my holdings, which is obviously not much. It's only 3 shares, so it doesn't really matter. And then I was kind of thinking like maybe I should sell these because they're probably not going to stay high, and of course I did nothing and they're just driving straight down. Whatever. That's just how it is. I'm also not an expert whatsoever when it comes to any of this stuff, and so I don't time the market and buy and sell at the exact same times. But just as I'm watching here, I'm trying to get a better feeling for these trends about, when a renewable energy company shoots up, price per earnings was like 1,000 or something like that, and that should have been a sign. I was even thinking about that in the video, that man, I should probably get rid of this, but whatever. I'm going to hang on to them anyways and just ride this out and see what happens, because like I said in some previous videos, big fan of renewable energy, and I think it's definitely the future as we go into like decades into the future, so it's just something I'm going to stick with. But yeah, I think you can see the same kind of trend here happened with Boralex and also a lot of these renewable energy type companies. But that's okay. Let's jump right into Wealthsimple Trade. which is the broker that I'm using to buy and sell stocks in Canada. And it works really well because there's no fees on the trades. And when you watch my videos and you see I'm just buying one stock at a time here and there, if I was paying $5 or $10 per trade, that wouldn't work at all because it would just destroy me. So there's a link in the description below if you'd like to try Wealthsimple Trade, but otherwise I'm just going to go ahead and get started with purchasing the stocks. So first of all, I wanted to jump into Fortis and buy one of these. I just want to take one at a market buy. And why is it telling me how market orders work? Okay, sure. Yep, I understand. Okay, cool. Don't show me that over. I shouldn't be seeing those. I've been using Wealthsimple Trade for a few months. So anyways, one buy of Fortis is done. And then I wanted to take one of Loblaw as well. Over in here. And just take a single purchase of a market buy on this guy. Okay, I don't want to see this anymore, so that's cool. Okay, and then jump in here. Next, I think was Northland Power. So just want to take 3 of these guys on a market buy as well. The other one that I didn't talk about was Northwest Health. So let's just bring these ones up as well. This is just a REIT that I was looking to get more into today. I'm up 0.5%, and you know, a lot of the stocks are in the red today, but I don't own any healthcare stocks. These guys are super into owning medical facilities and stuff like that, and so it is a REIT, but this is the closest thing I have to healthcare, and I just wanted to kind of, you know, like get some more money into that part of things. So I think I'm just going to add into these guys, and they have a nice little increase going on here in the last year. Nothing too stressful, like some of the other REITs are staying just flat down here. So basically, yeah, these ones are quite cheap. So I just wanted to add in 8. Let's see if I can type that in. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be like about $100, and then I'll just put that in at a market buy as well. Okay, we still have a little bit here to go. So AQN is Algonquin Power and Utilities. These guys, again, they've just tanked here for a second. I'm going to jump on that definitely and pick up 5. Cool, so we'll take a market order there. And then we've got just a little bit left, so I was talking about picking up one with Bell as well. So that's BCE. Going to take one at a market buy. And then with the remaining cash, just one of Hydro 1. I always want to just type the H there, but it's not enough characters for it to recognize what I want. But yeah, you can see these guys here in the last week. They're down a little bit as well. The last month, etc. So got a bit of a dip here, and I just want to jump on that before it passes. So we'll take one. It's 27. How much cash do I have? Looks like I can actually take 2. So let's go ahead with 2. Yeah, because I've got $60 available to trade. So yeah, cool. Let's go with 2. And we'll place that at a market buy. Sweet. I'm just going to jump back into the Google Sheet and then go and log all of these in my transactions page. So what I do here is I just check my notifications from Wealthsimple Trade to make sure I get the actual price that I paid, because it's a little bit different than what was displayed to me during the market buy. You can obviously protect yourself a little bit more using limit buys and stuff, but for me, I think it's fine just using market buys. And if you've been watching the previous videos, you notice here now I log also the currency that I paid for the stocks, and that's because some people are using this sheet with like Questrade and stuff like that, and they can actually buy US stocks with US dollars or Canadian stocks, US stocks with Canadian dollars and that sort of thing. There's different combinations. For me, using Wealthsimple Trade, there's only one way I can spend money. It's Canadian dollars no matter what I'm buying. But once that's all in, basically the only other thing left to do is just jump back to the summary page and check out if anything's changed. So when I look here at my annual dividend income, before it was sitting at about $473, and now it's jumped up to $496. So we've seen an increase of about $23 in annual dividend income, which is super nice to see. Always like to see this number rising based on my contributions, and also as the dividends slowly grow over time, because usually they do that as well. But yeah, otherwise there's just a few dollars left in cash. So what I'm going to do is I'll just wait until sometime next week, add in some more cash, and then I'll be back again with another update. So guys, if you like these videos, please leave a thumbs up. And also if you're interested in trying out this tracking sheet, there's a link in the description below, and also Wealthsimple Trade as well. So yeah, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.